3. A 3? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
Right now it's 1,
A 2, a 3.
Then he breaks it,
A
right?
3.
Yeah.
Those commercials terrified me as a kid.
Really?
It's something weird. It was that and the Schoolhouse Rock. It's something trippy about
How
it.
does Schoolhouse Rock scare you?
I don't know.
You don't
It's
wanna
like
learn how
drugs
to-
used to scare me, and that was like.
You don't want to learn how to make a
trip.
bill, Ernie?
Yeah, I'm just a
No.
bill, and I'm getting there.
All I saw was a blood paper.
And
That's all I saw. Blood rat. That's all I
Drugs
saw.
scared you, so that was
That's
okay,
all I
so it
saw.
still worked.
I thought it was one giant like educational acid trip. Hi guys, welcome to the Watchtower.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, on that note, oh, God. Let's become as unattractive as possible.
I miss you guys.
Oh,
Happy Thanksgiving. I haven't hugged you guys yet. How was you guys' Thanksgiving?
Good. I went
It
to
was
see
good.
my family. My niece didn't hate me. I took her to see Coco, and she loved it.
Oh, lucky. I haven't seen Coco yet. I completely
I haven't
unplugged,
either.
so you guys probably didn't even realize I was dead for about a week.
Oh,
No,
no,
I
we
knew.
did. We knew. We knew.
Because someone doesn't get back to things and then tell us he's on a hiatus like he's supposed to.
Look, you know what? I had a 5-day weekend. I was like, you know what? Just,
A 5-day weekend.
yeah. Beachbody gave me a 4-day weekend, and then I tossed in my sick days for Monday. So then I had a 5-day weekend. So I just unplugged. I was in my boxers literally.
that's
the
a funny-
whole
that's a
time.
You're like, I
funny
unplugged
thing.
for a week. I'm like, you're supposed to let me know.
See,
I didn't even know. I realized on like Wednesday night, I was like, oh shit, I don't have to work tomorrow.
So question, because you're young, so that means your mom still somehow, even though you don't live with her, she knows your freaking schedule. So no,
She
doesn't
thinks
at all?
I'm dead half the
Wait.
time. Literally, when my mom texts
for
me,
me-
every
for
time my
me-
mom texts me, the first thing she puts is, "Are you still alive?"
See, no, for me, all right, if I took a 5-day weekend, I don't live there. I'm not even around. She somehow knows I took time off. She'll pass, what she does, she'll pass by my house, my neighborhood. Completely out of the way. You know? You live in England, I live in Hermosa. How the hell? And she'll just drive around. I saw your car 2 times in a row. Daniel, are you fired? First thing she asks. I can't take vacation. I don't know.
that
She
your
doesn't
mom's
believe
accent
that.
and
My mom's
everything?
accent, well, because she's West Indian, you know, Haitian. So it's, Daniel, are you fired? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, mes amis. Mes amis. Oh, poor job. Why? Oh, Lord. You know, like, that's it. My mom thinks I'm fired. If I
so
take a
cute.
vacation,
Like I
my
said,
mom thinks I'm fired.
like I said-
Haitians never think of vacations. They think you're fired.
Trust me, like I said, like most of the time, my family think I'm dead, and then when I do come around, they're like, "Holy shit, he's still alive. Do you still have a job? Do you have a girlfriend yet? No, okay. You're not gay though, right? Just making
She's
sure.
like, I need my grandkid. That's all. She's like, look, I just need you to have her. Even if you are gay, can you just impregnate a woman? I need an actual grandchild. That's all she wants. She doesn't care if you're actually, she doesn't. She just wants you to have a kid.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true. And I told her, I was like, "You've seen me with girls, and there's a reason why I don't bring girls around you because of shit like this."
Well, that's true. I mean, yeah, if you're like, oh, have you met my son? Yeah, I'm talking to him clearly.
You
I'm
don't
here right
wanna,
now.
You don't want to meet my mother. You just don't want to meet my mother. My sister's like better,
but that's
better. My mother's terrible.
Well, that's enough about the news concerning us. We should talk about a little bit about DC news, but before we do, let's do a little bit of housekeeping.
I can't. Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
No, keep going. There we go.
Oh my God! What are you doing? Well, a little bit of housekeeping. We want to say hello to everyone there.
Hello.
Who is in the chat right now?
We've got Blackwing, Kat, Larry Newbold, Tony Robinson. There was another one.
Oh my God, the numbers are
Carlos
going.
is here. Miggy is here, and she came in just to say that the Marvel Infinity Watch live show is the best superhero live show on the channel, and I just did this.
Yeah, that's good. Congratulations. I'm glad you feel that way about yourself.
You know, in my
Tristan
neighborhood,
is here.
when you come and you rep your hood in another person's neighborhood,
Right.
that catches fade.
Yeah, that's true.
People get shot in my
true.
neighborhood for
That's
stuff
true.
like that.
You wear the
That's
wrong
true.
color.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, pretty much what should happen.
You're wearing Marvel colors up in this
DC, please, peace, baby. That's right. Don't come over here. And
Although low key, I am a Marvel person.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
No, I may enjoy it. Hey, you know what?
I mean, did y'all see that
I can
Infinity
enjoy
Wars
both.
trailer?
Yeah,
I
that's
did.
true.
That was
I can enjoy both.
That
I can
trailer
enjoy
was
both.
better than the whole Justice League movie. I'm sorry, it was.
This crossover was better than the whole Justice League
Yes.
movie, man. Let's not lie about it.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
It's
true.
like,
This crossover was better than the
was.
other.
I gotta say
so many
that
ways.
that second ending credit scene from like Justice League. It's
With Lex
I-
Luthor.
No, that's true. Because he took off the
I
helmet.
cried.
When he took off the helmet, I was like, yes! I lost it. I lost it.
But the
for a second.
suit he had, it
It
reminded me
was
of
so
Batman.
good.
Batman Origins.
Yeah, it does.
Yes,
It
Arkham
looks just
Origins.
like it on the game.
So good.
It looks so good. So I was ready for
That was the best part of that movie.
It was.
And
That's actually true. That's true.
Yeah, that was.
But we a little bit of housekeeping. Make sure you guys do, of course, share this video with your friends.
Hit
Kind
the
of tell
thumbs
people
up. If you're
Exactly.
watching, hit the thumbs up.
Exactly. Hit the thumbs up. Tell your friends that we exist. Trust me. Open up the world of conversation, especially when it comes to DC.
The chat loves your baby face, by the way, Ernie.
Ah, shit.
See? Look at that.
Because he's
I didn't shave. I
People like
trimmed.
my
I keep
shirt.
telling
I
people.
know,
I
it's
trimmed.
bad.
I didn't
Too.
shave.
You didn't shave.
There's
It's
hair. Some look. There's fuzz.
Oh God, you guys! If you guys can hear it, it's like.
Fuzz.
I know.
Fuzz.
And
It's
Blackwing
true.
agrees that's straight up how a Caribbean parent acts.
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. It's just never. Oh God, I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. But from there, we also have.
Hello, Anna, and Anna's joined. She said, sorry, she's late. Don't worry. We
Oh, no
just
problem. No problem. Oh, you missed it, Anna. I just
You
did a
missed us
whole
talking
impression
about our personal lives, Daniel's mom.
I did
It
an
was-
impression of my mom and everything. You know, like the whole Haitian mother thing. It was great. You missed it.
Carlos wants to know if you guys read his article. I didn't because I don't read.
I didn't yet. Yeah, pretty much. I haven't yet. World is so busy. I was only being able to pay attention to what's happening here. You guys can make sure that you keep the conversation going even after this right there on THS Hashtaggers. It's a group where, of course, your friends can get together with, well, you get geek-minded people getting together with other
about
geek-minded
geek-minded
people. Exactly. And that's all you do.
Yeah.
You have that conversation about that stuff. And also, of
My
course,
lights
there
are
is...
less tired. Where's that washout light? I need that.
You need that?
I
Just
need
like,
that today. I'm
shine
looking at
it on
myself in
me.
this video. I'm like, oh man, I look tired as shit.
Oh my God, you're fine.
Sorry, y'all.
You're
I tried
fine.
raising the contrast, and I was like, no, that's gonna just blow up our
Yeah,
hair.
oh, yeah.
I was like, if I raise the contrast
Ernie's
too
like,
much,
she's
your hair's gonna
tired.
like match.
Yeah,
your
it's gonna match
shirt.
my shirt. And then it'll be
Ernie
like
tried to look
too
out for
much.
me.
I have
Appreciate
this new understanding for redheads now since I watch Riverdale.
Oh,
Season one, and I
It's
get
hard, like especially because we're pale. Like I'm pale too, so like
Yeah.
with the red hair and the pale skin, just me even trying to like print out a headshot
Is
is a
too much.
nightmare.
True. I understand. Also, there's TeePublic. TeePublic.com/that hashtag show is where you can go to, of course, purchase t-shirts so you can have cool t-shirts like us. Just got Batman. I got
Oh
Flash.
yeah, I got
And
this
he's got-
from my favorite toy
So
store
that-
in Las Vegas.
Ooh, and he's got
Don't go anywhere
hashtag exclusive.
without this.
Exactly. Hashtag
Anywhere.
exclusive, which is something
Okay.
that definitely, look at that. Wow, shoulder hit. I love it.
Hey-o.
I love it. So definitely, you guys can go ahead and style and profile wearing a lot of shirts that we actually sell right there. Now that we've done that,
Yeah,
and
we've
we've
done it.
done a little bit of housekeeping and everything, let's get into the show. Before we do, we got a little bit of DC TV news. Well, just DC news.
Some Black
As
Lightning
it goes.
stuff,
Yes, that's right.
right?
They kind of gave a little bit of breakdown of some people that are going to be on, Black Lightning, the show. And one that I'm crazy about right now. This lady is...
Oh my God, when you
this
said
lady
it, I was like,
is-
excuse
Yes,
me?
this lady is everything to me. No, it's not Beyonce, but it is Jill Scott.
I'm into it.
That's right. Jill Scott will be playing Lady Eve, who's a character that's actually connected to, well, yeah, I guess you can say Black Lightning in a way. She's going to be playing, of course, an antagonistic role. She will be a
Her costume
villain.
reminds me of G.I. Joe. It's just-
It does, right? Well, that's the whole thing. There is a Cobra that exists inside of DC, and she's connected to it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's pretty much like Lady Cobra. So it's going to be this whole thing about her whole organization
So cool.
running through all of this DC Black Lightning. Right over there. And where are they filming? Well, they're filming in Atlanta, but it's
Atlanta.
supposed to be like a whole Detroit thing, I think. Is it Detroit or?
I don't know.
Where is it? I don't know. It's some urban city. But
Right.
that's the whole thing about her. And they're trying to make sure that they're going to keep it close to the comic. So her outfit will look just like what you're seeing right there on the screen. So that's going to be interesting to see, especially with Jill Scott. Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Put
She's
her in that
everything.
bodysuit, give her a badass cape.
She is everything I
ready.
need in life. I promise you that much. Dear God. But okay, moving on from that, there is another character that will be there as well, and that's going to be Tobias Whale. Now, Tobias Whale is just pretty much a gangster, a large kind of overweight gangster, and they call him Whale because he has kind of attributes that look pretty much like a whale.
Like
the penguin.
Right? Yeah, pretty much
Like
like
a
a penguin.
penguin, 'cause he looks penguin-y.
Yeah, like the penguin looks like a penguin, but he's kind of like a mobster. He's, I guess, our version, DC's version of Kingpin. But if you really think about it, Lex Luthor and Kingpin are kind of... So, whatever. But it's going to be played by Marvin, I got to look this up, Crondon Jones III. He'll be playing him. Yeah,
What
that's
is
his
up
name.
with him?
I don't know.
Is he
he's been
albino?
Yeah, he's albino.
He's a little albino?
I forgot exactly.
He looks
what he's
familiar.
been in. Yeah,
He
he's been
looks
in
like
stuff.
that famous model that
He
is also an
does. He
albino.
does. But the thing is,
That's who I thought it was at
forgot
first,
what
and then
he's-
I was like, oh wait, that's not him.
I forgot what he's in, but just everyone's actually saying how they picked a really good person to actually play Tobias Whale. Okay. So I'm interested to see it, and
He's a model?
I'm definitely down for it. No,
not him.
looks-
There's also another model, that's who I thought this was at first,
Right.
and then I was like, oh wait, no, that's not him.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a really famous albino model. Yeah, but I think that famous one has like freckles or something. So that's why I'm unsure.
Yeah.
But moving on
I can
from
see
that,
it,
just a little bit more of DC news.
What else do we got? What else is happening? Oh my god.
You know that Green Lantern is actually going to happen. We saw them actually make an appearance.
No.
Yes,
In
that's
Justice
right.
League.
We had them make an appearance in Justice
That's
League.
like the one great
and
thing.
Exactly, and they've
We
got a
got one.
screenwriter. They've got a screenwriter for it, and the screenwriter's pretty good. And he says, well, in an article I think with Entertainment Weekly, I'm writing this for this one actor. That's who he sees in his head when he sees Jon Stewart, and it's Ricky Whittle. If you guys aren't unfamiliar with Ricky Whittle was the main character on, what is that show? American Gods. And I like him. I like him, and I think he would do well as the Green Lantern. I mean, Boss Logic, shout out to you, Boss Logic, does a great job with that digital art, and I think I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
If we're not going to get
I
Idris,
see it.
which I know, Miggy, I know you're pissed off about it. If we're not going to get Idris, well, then at least we can get him. And Miggy,
Yeah.
I know you do watch American Gods, so how do you think about that, huh?
She
It's
might
not
have gone to
bad.
bed. She might not
Yeah,
be here.
she may be in bed. Yeah, that's true. It's like, I don't know what time over there.
She just came in to talk shit.
Talk shit and then leave. Well, that's what old people do. So that's what old people do. You know, what do you want to say about it?
And old people die.
Yeah, that's true. So
Damn.
just letting you know.
Damn.
hey,
He's
he's
stating facts.
getting real. He's
I'm
getting real.
just-
He's getting
I'm-
real.
I'm stating
Old
facts.
people
I
do
got so
die.
dark all of a sudden.
Well, old people do die, and they died on this crossover.
Oh, man, dude, you can't go there. You can't go there, okay, bro. Can't go there.
all right.
But I called it. I called it. I called it death. I called that wedding being
He did.
like that
He
being
did.
destroyed.
Well, of course, they weren't gonna be able to have a wedding. They're not going to give it to
No,
them.
yeah.
I mean,
that's true. That's
I
true.
knew this, like the whole thing, like they were gonna be officiated, of course. When was that the Thinker said, "Oh, I'm gonna let him get married."
Yeah, right. Yeah. 'Cause, well, he said
They're gonna have a fucked up wedding anyways, so let them have their wedding.
He said there's something about to the extent of there can't be true thought or knowledge or something without love, or he said something to that
Said
extent.
something to that
And then he
extent.
reached over and held onto the mechanic's hand. Oh, that was so cute. But anyway, we're talking about the crossover.
Oh my
So let's
gosh,
deal
this
with
epic-
the crossover.
Like, we
Dude,
did the math on it, right? So, like,
Yeah,
it's not
right?
actually
Okay.
4 hours of TV. You
No.
take the commercials away, each episode's 42 minutes, which equals to just under 3 hours.
Exactly.
So now we know how DC can make a good movie.
There you
it
go.
needs to be just under 3 hours.
That's it.
Okay, but then you have to put into account that there are fucking 3, 4, 5 seasons, and each one of them
Right.
backing it up.
Yeah.
And Justice League only has what, 4
I mean,
films backing
but were
it
they
up?
really?
Okay.
They brought in like this whole new world, World 53, with that where the Nazis won. Like, but none of that had anything to do with the past of these characters, with the exception
true.
of like Thawne, which you could just establish as like in like 10 seconds that he's one of Barry's ultimate villains.
Exactly.
The same one.
The same
from
exact
season
one.
1. Like,
The same
what?
exact one.
Right.
Well,
so,
remember,
like,
No
that-
real explanation
But the
on that
actual
either.
like
Not yet.
the actual villains were just themselves.
Yep.
Yeah, but then you would understand how they are and how evil they can be unless there was 5 or 4 seasons backing it up.
No, not at all.
I
don't
think
need any of that.
because the thing is, what they did show us.
I don't watch Arrow. I don't watch DC Legends. So when these characters showed up, I was like, I don't know who the fuck you was.
That's true.
But all
She
I
didn't
needed
know.
was Oliver talking to his best friend in that little cage thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. They're best friends forever. He
That's
watched this guy die. I can put that thought together and be like, damn, that's hard. Now he's seen his friend who's been dead apparently for years standing in front of him, and then he kills himself again in front of him. I can understand that even without having seen that happen.
Yeah.
So I don't need that.
I'm just saying
That's
that
dumb.
they still have other.
Take that away.
If it wasn't for the fact that it was a TV show and has a lot of stuff behind it, the reason why you were like I was so excited. I was like, when are the Legends coming in? When are they gonna show up? When are they gonna get? Because I was like, where the hell's like Palmer? That's like I know he's gonna make the best entrance, and guess what? Why are you stabbing her? I don't know why. It just won't go in. That comes out. It
like
comes out of
Adam.
nowhere.
Got it, yeah.
I was like, I knew he was gonna have the best entrance.
That was so cool.
And I was waiting for the Legends. But the thing is, people, if you don't watch the shows, you're not gonna be excited for that.
That's true.
So
No,
for a movie,
I still thought it was
so
cool.
look. If it wasn't for the other episodes in the seasons, we'd be basically watching The Room.
That's not even
No.
That's
Come
not
on,
even
that's
having
way too
characters jump in without any explanation who they are whatsoever, and then just come in, add nothing to the plot, and then leave. Because most of these characters were jumping in, doing nothing to the plot, and then leaving.
Well, true, but the thing is, what they did give us, even though they did nothing for the plot, was some amazing kick-ass scenes.
Yeah.
Those fight scenes were amazing.
Yeah.
The first one
even
we started
the
off with,
Supergirl scenes were good.
Yeah,
and
no,
usually I hate the fighting scenes
the
of
first
Supergirl.
one we started off with was the Arrows fight scene. That's how we opened up essentially, and it was great. I loved how
He's
we
fighting
got
ninjas, and she's like, hey, so we need to talk. He's like, I'm fighting ninjas right now.
I
She's
loved
like, yeah,
how we
you're
had
fine.
how we
I'm
had
going
the
to the
What about
wedding.
this wedding? You know?
No, but I love how we had the intro for everyone.
Yeah.
And it was like we got their little title card or whatever their little logo, and then it was a little bit about them, and then someone else's logo, a little bit about them.
Yeah.
And everyone was just all gathered around the whole concern of having the invite
Yeah.
for the wedding. And that was so cool to me.
They didn't RSVP, and Victor
Yeah.
was like, that is
Last ones.
so rude.
That is
It
the
was
last
so
one.
quirky, but it was so cool. It was getting a touch of every bit of every one of their kind of characters.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that I really loved the most. It was like bringing it all together, seeing it on screen. Once again, it's all these toys that I've had that I love, and now someone else picks them up and plays with them, and they didn't ruin it. They didn't. No, they were like, all right, and I'm doing this, and watch out, and I'm coming from. It was so cool. It was everything I really wanted, and that's why I said once again, it was so much better than Justice League.
I agree.
And like you said, 3 hours, 3 hours essentially,
Yeah.
and we got it.
Carlos's favorite scene was where Frost says, where does this girl get her wardrobe?
Oh, I love that inside the church. That was
Yeah.
a really good moment. That was a great moment right inside the church. Where does she get her? Where does she get her wardrobe? Like she was so tired of it.
Oh,
she
talking
was
about
getting
Killer
obsessed.
Frost.
Killer Frost.
Yeah.
It was like I love that part. It was so good, man. Like
They're really sticking with
jeez.
this whole Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing, and I love it.
They are.
I love
They
it.
are.
They're telling you,
And I
it's
love
time to
how,
let
like-
your roommate out.
Alex and Sarah both were like, rip their skirts, like, we gotta go kick some ass, so like, we
Oh,
can't be,
man.
we can't be tied down to our skirts.
That was
Oh
hot.
God, I loved it. I loved it so much. And like, just going into it concerning the wedding, the one that you were so happy didn't happen the way that we wanted it to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Now, okay, I gotta ask. So the Church of Erni. How does the
completely-
Church of Erni feel concerning the wedding?
I called it. You know what?
It
They
was
didn't get
beautiful.
their
It
happy.
was
They didn't get their
beautiful.
happy wedding. No, it was.
They were never going to get it.
They're not supposed to get it. It wasn't because then the thinker would have been like, no, let's fuck up this wedding.
Yeah,
no, it's gonna get fucked up anyway. So let it happen. So that's how I knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but the
And
only
the thing
reason
is,
it got messed up is because
Superheroes
Kara
don't
was
have
there.
that stuff.
It did. The only reason it got messed up is because Kara was there. That's true. 'Cause that's the only reason they showed up.
Like, that's what you gotta do, like elope weddings. It just
Oh, and
things,
just-
Which is what
things
they
go
were like,
easy.
we're just gonna go to the Justice of the Peace, and we're just gonna go get married.
Yeah, we're just gonna get married that way and not have to worry about anybody. It was beautiful though. It
It was
really
going.
looked
No,
great.
but let's talk about the one scene that everybody's fucking going crazy about.
Okay.
They're trying to paste
All right.
everything together.
Before we actually got them to stand up and look at each other and say "I do."
Do we even
the
have a picture?
Do we have? We don't have a picture
I
of
thought I
it.
pulled a picture of it.
Yeah.
Is it not in there?
The whatchamacallit, the caterer.
Yeah, I don't see the caterer picture.
Oh, maybe
Oh,
it didn't
darn,
work. Hold on,
maybe,
I
yeah.
will look it up. Talk about something else.
Let me see if I can find it.
You
Go,
guys
go,
recording?
go, go. Just tell them. Just tell them. Who is it? Who do you think it is?
Okay.
Just what's up? What's up?
You guys know exactly what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the caterer that comes up and is overly excited to talk to Barry.
Like way too giddy.
Here. It was an honor to be here.
She was like a fan, like a stalker fangirl.
Yeah.
That's what she came off on. And
She's
I was like,
remember to
is
say
no
I
secret
do.
identity?
Okay.
See, and that's a little, and I feel like that's a little joke or a nod to something, because I know there was something that happened in the comic concerning the wedding where it was like to an extent of Barry forgot to one he forgot to bring the ring. And then 2, he forgot when they were like, all right, do you take this one? And he forgot to literally say, I do.
Oh, really?
It was like, well, do you, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm so happy. He was just like one of those. And he didn't get to say, I do. And it was like a joke that happened to go on. And it feels like, I think they were going to do that whole thing of telling that story throughout. And it's something that carried all the way back, all the way into the future, where the granddaughter heard the story. So now, and I'm sorry I said it, but already I think she is Dawn West.
Now look at her.
Right?
She looks like a mixed baby.
She does.
She looks like a mixed baby.
Honestly,
She looks like a mixed
racially
baby.
ambiguous.
No, but
right
here's the
off
thing.
bat.
Here's the thing they're saying. It's like it has to be his daughter coming back to see her parents' wedding.
Well,
but then everybody's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
Then that means it's
where's Dawn?
Where's a brother? They're
Where's
supposed
Dawn?
to be the
If
twins.
that's DAWN, then where is DON?
They have Don and Don?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but they went Donnell. I think they did Dawn and then Donnell, but everyone calls her Dawn. But it's Dawn and Donnell. Okay. So if that's Donnell, where's Dawn?
So what if they're
usually like connected to the hip?
That would be actually
twins.
really good casting for the two of them.
Oh my God, it's perfect casting.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. She did such a great job in just a few moments because it's what almost the whole world was talking about for a little bit. Who is she? We all know she's somebody. And people were like, well, dude, she's one of the tornado
She has to be a speedster if she's kind of like claiming future phrases by saying, don't forget to say.
Don't forget to say I do.
And she's like, I'm so excited to be here.
It was so big for her.
But here's the thing, it's like we're saying, where's a brother then? If she's a twin, where's a brother? Then are there no twins and it's just her?
Is it just her? And then there's the question that you brought up earlier.
And I was thinking, what if it's Joe's kid? And she went back to watch her brother and sister get married. It's this wedding. I'm saying she could have gone back for that. I mean, because for some reason it seems like everybody's a goddamn speedster. It's easy to become a speedster. You want to be a speedster?
I do.
You got the shirt.
I'm already wearing the shirt. I am so ready to be a speedster.
Where's the desk lamp?
You're just gonna like have me hold a bowl of water or something and just like throw. What are you gonna do?
Clearly some chemicals. I think we got some like dishwashing soap.
But you need
like Clorox.
You need lightning. What do you
That's what the desk lamp is. A few volts.
Oh really?
I mean,
really?
Do you need lightning?
I think I would die. I don't think.
Wait, you might not be a super speedster, but you'll be like half-fast speedster.
Really? Will I be? I'll be dead. That's what I don't trust you at all. Half speedster. Half speedster.
You can't get you a lightning bolt.
I'll be like Usain Bolt.
Somebody get you half of a lightning bolt.
I'll be like Usain Bolt. So it's like it's what some human can actually reach. No. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But
I could just get you crack. Get you some crack.
We've got some other favorite moments in here. Ryan's favorite moment was the part where Killer Frost was riding on the ice with the two lady legends. Like,
straight up Iceman.
Like she's Bobby
Iceman
Drake.
Moment.
It's so fun.
Well, I mean, she did it before. Remember, like she did it on the Prod episode. Oh, no,
when she was when she was schooling Cisco.
Yeah, that's right. So
she was on it.
So it's dope to see her do it again, and I loved it. I really did. You're right on that one. What else? Anyone else have a good one in there?
Alex and Sarah's one night stand.
Oh, which I felt, you said it yourself, it was inevitable.
Oh, yeah. Once they were like, oh, Alex is coming to this wedding, I'm like, oh, Sarah and Alex are going to hook up. Like, that's just what's going to happen.
But I got to say, I love how, once again, they're so progressive with their stuff. Where it was like, Supergirl was like being honest about the whole thing. We'll get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Okay. But when she told, when Kara kept telling her, like, what's the big deal? You came here to have fun. You had fun. You're an adult. Have the fun. And she was, no, it's my life. I'm doing everything. And she was like,
Alex made me want to slap her so hard.
Seriously, I was like, girl, you got some.
I was like, are you still drunk?
I know.
Did you roofie her? Because I'm pretty sure
like-
she's okay with it. She
Dude, I'm
must
like-
have been okay with it.
She was perfectly fine.
Oh no,
she was like,
you look great naked.
I love how she
Great.
said like, yeah, I think
Like,
you hurt your.
FYI.
Did you hurt your butt?
Did you hurt your butt?
Because when you ran out, you fell right on it before you walked
Fell right
out.
off the
Like that
bed.
was so good.
There was a bed there, by the way, and you fell.
Yeah, I just loved it. It was just
so
like
good.
everyone else was so cavalier and chill about it. She was the only one that was so worried the entire
I
time.
know.
What's wrong with a one night stand? Is what she said, and I agree with her. What's wrong when you guys were just?
She doesn't want to feel like a slut.
Oh my god!
She's just a newfound lesbian. She doesn't want to be a lesbian.
She's not a newfound lesbian. She's been a lesbian for at least
But
a
she's
year
never
now.
had a
Yeah.
one night stand.
Yeah,
That's
and she
true.
doesn't. Nobody wants to be a
So
lesbian slut.
So that for her, that's a big deal to actually like
I
do
don't,
that.
what's the difference? It doesn't matter if you're a slut. You're a slut. If you're not, you're not. And the thing is, take advantage.
Also,
of
having one
take
night
the
stands
strength.
doesn't make you a slut.
Exactly.
I completely think it's great. I mean,
take
I support it.
Take a
I
page from
support it.
take a page from Amber Rose, where it's like the slut walk. It's like, okay, I'm gonna empower myself. What's the problem with me feeling sexually like I'm literally being sexually aware? She's woke. That's what I'm saying. And be
Look,
woke.
Alex is having a tough time. She was supposed to be married, and she's at a wedding.
Oh my god,
my
her whole
goodness.
thing was you're just sitting here.
How is
going
she?
on
It's
and
like
on about kids.
it's like she was cheating on Maggie on her wedding, even though it was somebody else's wedding, and she's having a one night stand, and it's like she's linking stuff too much.
Too much.
She's
driving
linking
me
things
nuts.
too
just,
much.
like, couldn't
She's like making it
deal
seem like
with
this
it.
is her wedding that she.
Yeah,
wants
Yeah,
to have.
exactly. I couldn't
Tony
say it.
Robinson says the Frost ice blade was tight.
Oh yeah, it was, dude. That was
Oh
so
my
sick.
God.
That was so
Dude,
sick.
it reminded me of Terminator.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
right.
It really
I was
did.
straight up Terminator right
Oh,
there.
that's what, like the girl. Like, the
It was
girl
like T-1000, but ice version.
In part 4, where the girl was like, "That looks like the Terminator." That big.
Oh my
like,
god,
thing.
he
I thought
starts
it was
laughing.
so-
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. I love a
And
pop
he's like,
culture
what?
reference in the middle of a crisis. And that right
That
there.
was good.
That,
That
was
was
the greatest
good.
moment.
That
You know,
was
I
so
really
good.
wanted to see Gypsy just show up and be like, what the hell?
Yeah,
are you
I
doing?
really wanted that so bad. I was like, all this was happening.
And then it was
Where's
like,
Gypsy?
and then they're gonna be
Yeah.
like, Cisco, who is that? I was like, that's my
girlfriend. Yeah, that would have
Good
been it.
job.
Yeah, right.
I know. How is he not gonna bring Gypsy as his date to the
I,
wedding?
I was really sad that Cisco wasn't in this episode more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's freaking vibe. I mean,
Well,
like,
my
if he didn't get knocked out and tossed in the room,
That's
he would have
true.
been like, oh, they're in her text. Come on,
Right.
guys, come on. Let's.
That would have been it. That
That
would have
would've
been
been
it.
it.
He's an instant teleportation device.
Yeah, I'll take you
anywhere.
where
And he's a
You
good.
saw-
And he's a fighter, so it's
And you
like.
saw Arrow and be like, Cisco, up. Yes.
That was so dope.
Drop
When he
him
was-
right up.
Yeah,
It's like-
that was
Yeah.
so great.
It's like teleporting. Then he, oh my god, the funny scene. Talking about him in transportation. You saw a part where like Supergirl and Flash get there.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah,
they sit there and
just
they're
like-
and Oliver's like, one more time.
What?
Don't have
Don't
to-
have. Yeah.
Oh, our favorite artist and their favorite artist.
Oh,
Lil
he
Mess
did
Up.
that.
You saw the one
I
he
saw the
did?
picture, and they're like
It was
the
like-
skulls.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the
that's
skeletons.
That was
Yeah,
I gotta
I
find that
loved
picture.
Like,
it.
I didn't take
I
that long
loved
to get
it.
here.
Oh.
What is it?
He's like, because it's
Larry-
the same thing with Batman. It's like, he's like, I don't have these.
I don't
like,
have these.
powers.
Yeah, exactly. It's a,
He's a human.
yeah,
a human.
yeah.
Larry Newell says when Heat Wave is like, you hit that?
You hit
And
that?
she, like,
Oh,
hits
I
it
love
back
that
in.
part. I love that part. So many people were saying how they felt like he stole the show at moments because
He did when he
has
like
nothing
shook
to
it, he's like,
do
I
with it.
hate pigs. And, like,
Yeah, right.
to them at the
It's
wedding.
like, I saved
And then when
pigs.
Snart tells him the way he died, yes!
Oh yeah.
It's like, I died saving pigs.
Oh my god, I did love that because when they
God.
did, they're like
It's-
bride,
I love that guy.
bride or groom. Well, seeing that I tried to kill the groom a few times, I think I should sit over there with the bride. I love that
And
part.
then she was just looking at him like, is
Okay.
this serious?
Is he serious?
Yeah,
about
she's
it?
like, he's drunk.
Oh
Okay.
man! But I do love how they did address how they had the white people's memories because literally when everything broke out and Barry was like catching bullets, I was like,
Like with Wally's catching bullets.
yeah, I was like, everyone's gonna know what's going on here. And then they had a simple throwaway line where he was like, all right, great.
got
So
it.
yeah, he was like, great. So you guys wiped everybody's memory. God, it's already taken care of. I was like, all right, great.
Yeah, that's
Thank
great.
you, Men in Black.
Yeah, I was like, perfect.
serious. It's like, you could,
Because they've had
just cast it out.
they had this memory eraser that they introduced at the beginning of their season
Yeah.
for the Legends
that they stole.
they stole from Rip
from
Hunter.
Rip. You know, I swore, like, I swear to God, when they got to Earth X,
Uh-huh.
and, like, they saw pretty much the general of the rebellion.
I thought it was
for a
Rip.
second, I was like, is that Rip? Is that
I
Rip?
thought
Why
that
are they
was
looking
Rip.
that way?
I thought it was
And then it
Rip.
turns out to be the other
The
dude.
Lance, the father, Daddy Lance, the
yeah.
cop. I was
I was like, oh, it's gonna be
dang,
Rip.
Sarah's dad, right?
Yeah, Sarah's
Sarah's dad.
exactly.
Captain Lance.
Damn.
There you go, Captain
That's right,
Lance.
Captain Lance.
No, I thought that
Is
was
he
gonna
dead?
be Rip, and I was like, oh
On
man,
Arrow, he's not dead.
He's not dead on Arrow.
Oh, okay.
not yet.
I think he took like
I
sabbatical.
was
He
just
left or
curious
something.
if like that's what she's like. No, she sees her father, of course.
Yeah.
But then I didn't know if it was like another dead person that's
And I gotta give it up to him. I gotta give it up to him. He did so well. He did so well in his role. I love it. That moment where, like we brought up, where he, we know how you like to perform executions, and that whole moment right there, it was like I felt it. I felt the tension where it was like, oh, we know that you like to, perform the executions. We understand that this one, your doppelganger had a relationship with her, so this is
the love
gonna be
was
hard.
just like
He was
I love
like he
that
knew
part.
already. No,
I
can
love
we
that part.
can we talk about even better? It's like our favorite professor, our like from different worlds. The role he played, he went back to his roots of playing the bad guy.
I love it so much to see him come back as Eobard
Yeah, that was Black
Thawne.
Wing's favorite moment is Flash fighting Thawne again.
Oh yes,
man.
dude, it was great.
Those fights are one of my favorites
Dude.
because it's like
Can
like
we-
everybody stops and it's just
Talk about how
Punch,
the
punch, punch.
Flash in their fights and the running look better on the TV show than they did in Justice League.
Oh come on,
he's a kid, he's a
They
rookie.
did, though.
different.
No.
It's a different Flash.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
different stuff going on.
But the effects are the same.
Well, they're. I did for a moment
Anyway.
stop and pause and say, damn, like. They did this with a lower budget than what they did in the film,
just
and it
saying.
looked
Okay.
so good. Like
But
I was
anyway,
so
this
upset.
fight
Touche.
sequence was great, and like
Touche.
the fact that Barry lets him go,
Oh, jeez, man.
crazy.
Yeah,
and I was
no,
like,
because
he's
once
the
again-
only one that didn't die.
Well, and once again, it was like, all right. And he was
know
like,
you're making a
oh,
big
that's
mistake, right?
You don't kill. Yeah.
I was like, you're making a big mistake
But
letting him
we
go.
need him because somehow he's gonna have to come back. He is his greatest enemy,
Yeah.
and it's just the way it goes. So it's like you know he's gonna be back. You know it. But the thing is, we need him to live because they're gonna have to answer the question of how did this one still exist. I understand that they had the whole thing on Legends where he brought back a whole bunch of remnants, and then the black racer killed almost all of them. And he has to be able to stay grounded because he's like a fixed point in time himself. So they have to exist, or he has to exist. But how did he end up on Earth X instead of like on this Earth that he was on, and all
But
that? Like I don't know.
Like he mentions fighting Superman.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I fought your cousin
fought your
once.
cousin once.
Yeah.
I was like,
In the
damn.
future, like it hasn't happened
Exactly.
yet. So
I
I'm
fought your
like-
cousin
But
once.
but
He's
yeah,
not that
this
fast.
well at least this Reverse Flash that we already know he's already
he's
done
he's
so much.
He's world hopped. He's dimension hopped.
Yeah.
He's done everything.
He's done so
yeah.
much more. He's fought the future Flash several
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, how do you
so now
guys-
he's just fighting his past self, his rookie self.
Yeah.
Tony Robinson brought up a good point. He's like, Wally got sidelined this episode. How do you feel that they like shoved him off again and didn't let
thank
Kid
God.
Flash like be a part of it?
Thank
I just thought he
God,
was
I
dead
am
already.
not
I
a
mean,
fan.
that's- you should've-
I'm not a fan of Kid Flash.
dead
We already
already.
said that. We're not fans. I did love how he did bring up the whole Starro thing, which is kind of like the intro of JLA in '96 when they revamped it. They had in the comic the Starro is like this giant kind of starfish, and he mentions it. He said, "Oh, I fought a giant starfish," and blah blah. And I was like, I'm geeking out! I'm geeking out! It was so dope.
I
like,
thought
I
that
love
was
the
a joke.
Easter eggs they did to it.
I thought that was a joke.
Once he said it, I was like, I know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Especially in the city he was in, because that's where they fought it in JLA. So it was like, yes, yes, yes. I just geeked out. I'm sorry, I fanboyed out. It was a deep cut, but I was so completely excited for it. But I was okay with him not being in this episode.
Cool.
I did not.
I mean,
we already
it was
have way
like-
too many speedsters.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting though when they
Too
go to
many.
like Earth 33, 53.
53?
There it
53.
is. 53. That like it's Nazis, right? But it's not the actual Nazi symbol that we're used to seeing. There were no swastikas. They were like these weird little like lightning bolts.
No, there
Well,
was
no,
some
no, there was
zombie.
swastikas.
I mean,
There
there
was
was some
swastikas.
swastikas around
Because
there, but
I noticed on
Because
one
like the
part.
arm patches were just like
Yeah, because it's some weird thing.
but
I
they were
didn't get
they
why
were
they were
leaders.
lightning
They were the
bolts.
leaders.
I was like, shouldn't they have been like arrow, like
I don't know.
arrows or something?
I just
If
thought that
he
was
the
an interesting
Fuhrer
thing.
and not the.
I
but
found it really weird that the Fuhrer was Oliver.
Actually,
He's the biggest
He's running
bad
shit.
guy of like. How are you not even German? How are you like? The
But he's
Fuhrer.
like the
Blonde-haired.
perfect Aryan looking.
He's blonde
person.
hair. He's blue eyes.
And how is not Supergirl the Fuhrer? Like,
Because she's a woman.
And exactly, one
And an
she's a
alien.
woman. Exactly.
Touche.
One she's a woman and she's an alien. He is at the peak of physical condition. Blonde hair, blue eyed, American.
so he decides to mate with an alien who's not an American. Like,
Well, he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly. He's the Fuhrer.
That's
Do
true.
whatever you want. I mean, Hitler was dark haired and you
Yeah,
know
and brown-eyed.
he was with Ava Braun. She wasn't blonde. So I mean, you know, and yet he's like, oh, the picture perfect is supposed to be blonde hair, blue eyed. Who are you with, Ava Braun?
I think John should have been there because we had Win. Win was there.
John,
yeah, No Martian Manhunter.
Oh, No Martian Manhunter.
Well, yeah, but then we
They
didn't
mentioned
have.
something about like
And we
some
didn't have
intergalactic battle
Superman,
or something like.
we didn't
Yeah,
have
they did.
him.
I'm thinking.
No Gypsy.
I'm thinking all these.
But I
people
did like that they
chose to
explained
go.
that there are 32 Karas or 53.
53
I'm sorry.
different-
I want
yeah.
to say 30. I don't know why. I
There's
want to say
50. There's
technically
50.
53 Karas.
Yeah.
'Cause there's
Yeah,
53
53
Kryptons. There's
difference.
53. Like I was like, oh, that's really.
So there's a version of Kara. She's just not Supergirl.
or
Yeah.
she yeah.
Or,
she
or
just-
maybe Crypt like her like she said her pod crashed on 53. It crashed in Russia.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
is it Russia? She
Well,
said Russia or was it Germany?
Germany. I don't remember.
She said something. She said the motherland or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Also,
So-
that means there is a Krypton out there.
Yeah. So
But
either
not all of them have were
so
destroyed.
on Earth 1, I guess she crashed somewhere else, or she's still stuck up there.
We don't know.
We don't know.
There's so many different ones where it's like I don't know what's going on, but that's a good point. That on our Earth, or Earth 1 or Earth Prime, whatever it is.
Ours is Earth
we
Prime.
even- Is it? I thought it was.
The Flashes, is that Earth Prime?
I thought it was, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's Earth 1.
Because I thought
Like,
Earth Prime was completely separate than the other Earth 1,
Oh,
2,
then
3,
the other
4,
one.
and
See,
5.
that's
why they call this one
that's-
Earth
Yeah,
X.
and it's
but that's
like
in the
Oliver is
comic,
the
though.
mayor on Earth 1, so in the way they mirrored something similar.
That's true. That's true.
But what is Oliver in Earth 2?
I don't know. I don't know.
Some
He
rich
might.
boy.
He just might be a playboy.
Yeah.
You know,
Or he just might be Bruce Wayne.
right?
They've already mentioned Bruce Wayne
Yeah.
in this, so he just continues to exist.
Because it also could
What
be
if
like
he was
different parts
adopted?
in
What if he was
time
adopted and called Bruce Wayne?
God, you and your stupid what ifs. I just
I love what ifs, okay? What ifs?
So
What if
one of
Bruce
the-
Wayne is Because he's basically is on here.
he is actually.
Basically
They're the
is.
same.
One of the best moments on Earth 53 is when they're all about to be executed. And I was like, how are they going to get out of this? You know,
Oh
and
my
like the
God.
general even covers Oliver's head because he's like, I know you're not him, but I can't stand it.
Yes.
And then they get saved by who?
My boss snot.
Snot?
Snot.
Snot?
Snot.
Snark.
Snot.
Snark.
Snot.
Yeah.
Snark.
I cannot say it in a ghetto fashion.
Snark. Snark.
Snot.
Snark.
But I love this version of him because it was more
Well, it's-
righteous.
Oh my God, it was so fun.
It's not. It's not.
And he was
capital.
gay too, so it's like,
Yeah. Well,
I knew it right away because he was like loving the wrong person, and I looked at him and I was like, I get it.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
then when
I
Snart
get
showed
it.
up, I was like, I get
Get
it.
it.
I
But
get it.
I love how it wasn't a big thing.
No,
It was
no.
just, here it is, and that's it. Let's move
It
on.
actually really
That's it.
explained why he would go there by himself to a Nazi encampment and break him out. Like,
Break him out,
that's-
yeah, exactly.
You love the man.
And
Like,
Yeah.
see, and it was like, but one, they addressed it, and two, they didn't make it a big thing. But it was like, why are you here, right? And loving the wrong person. That's it.
That's it.
Simple. Boom. That's it. We gave you an answer, and then here comes Citizen Cold.
Oh my
And
God, I loved him.
I
loved him so
love
much.
him so much. His one-liners. He's
so
he's
much
already.
funnier.
Every time he kissed Russell Tovey, I was just like, oh,
Oh my God! When the first time, when I tweeted at that moment, and I was like, "If Wentworth does not kiss Russell, this whole thing has been wasted. I will be upset." I put a gif of Denzel knocking over a cup, like pissing him off, and then when it finally happened, I was like, "Yes! Oh my God!" Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, no joke. I have a crush on Wentworth and Russell. All right, Russell was on Doctor Who. All right,
right, you know him
And,
from who? I know him from Being Human.
Being Human. No, see, that's the thing. Before that, I just
I
knew.
love it.
I remember Doctor Who, and then after that, Being Human, and some other small BBC stuff, and that was it. So it was like I already knew him from there, and I love him with his little ears and they stick out and everything. And then after that, Wentworth. Look at him. Look at Wentworth over there,
Look at it.
looking
Look
all
at
cool.
it.
I'm gonna look right over the shoulder.
Look at Look at my fur.
Yeah, you look. I look right back at you. I don't care. So I was just
back
so.
at it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, hey, what's going on? Oh, was that me? Oh my! It's like I love.
No one
I
even
love
like
him
made
so
a
much.
big deal about Snart being gay.
No,
Like, I just loved that.
No, and then
They were
when
like, yeah,
they
that's
kissed, I was like, oh my god, because I shipped them in my head already. Like I was already happy. So when it happened, I was just like, I'd watch it. I'm down. I'm just saying, if they did more, I'd be like, I'm still watching.
I'm into it.
Rewind it a little bit on the DVR. All right.
I know he's like he always wanted to be called Leo. He like didn't want to be called Cole. Like,
Loved it. Oh my
really
god!
cute.
And they were and together they were great because it was like they played off of each other very well, and they were able to make sure that both of them had these one-liners. But the thing is, with Snark, no matter what, they always have him paired up with someone to give really good one-liners.
Yeah, or like good
exactly.
advice.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It was.
Even-
I mean,
Like,
and I
when
love
he
how
said his
Rory's
brother-
reaction was.
Oh yeah.
Are you real? I can't
No,
believe it.
I
The
love.
ghost again.
I love what he said. I love what he said to him, and he was like, "Oh, well, you know, you're some gangbanger," and I was like, "What the fuck? What? What did you just say?" Like,
I sat there and I was like phrasing.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to say phrasing, but I don't know if the CW will go there.
Yeah.
I was like, did the CW just go
Right?
there? Because I have a
They
different
did.
word
No,
when you
they
say gangbanger
did.
in
They
my mind.
did.
Like,
Yeah.
No.
I was like,
they
you went
did.
there, right?
They did, because
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, you know, you're a gangbanger." And he's like, "I think you mean," yeah. And he was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But
I think
no.
you mean a criminal.
Yeah,
Right,
I
that's
think
it.
you mean a criminal.
Can we talk about like his boyfriend, the Ray?
The Ray.
Like, now, what kind of? Now, I never ever heard of this superhero before.
Really?
Either.
Never heard of the Ray before.
Dude, the Ray is dope.
But
Ray
his
is dope.
outfit looked familiar, which I thought was
Yeah,
strange.
see,
Like,
that's
it reminded
strange,
me
right?
of the
Everyone says that.
Rocketeer.
A little bit,
Reminded me of the
a little
Rocketeer with
bit.
the whole-
That's it, right?
Yeah.
But I love the Ray's outfit because I love how like the sleeves are rolled up and he has the gloves. Like I've always loved that about the Ray. But the Ray essentially is. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to give you a breakdown.
Just don't take an hour.
I won't. I'm
no,
this is short.
Hold on, I'm going to time you.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes.
I'll do less
Or
than that.
less.
It's going to be less than that. Okay.
You less. You have 3 minutes.
The Ray essentially is a comic book character who he was raised. Well, I'm giving you the New Earth kind of edition. He was raised and kept away from sunlight. His father always told him, "Hey, you have to stay away from the sun." And the reason he kept telling him that is because you have that sickness where if you the sun, you're gonna die.
The
blah,
sun
blah.
sickness.
Yeah, the sun sickness. So he had to stay away from the sun, and that's what he always told
being
him.
albino?
Yeah, pretty much. So he was like, "Yeah, well, he's British anyway. You're always albino when you're
You're
British."
British
so,
anyway.
so
You
with
have a
that, it
British
was like,
accent.
all right, no, but he didn't
Fine.
have the accent. That's true.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. So keep him out of the sun. This way, you'll be alive, whatever, blah blah. And finally, when his uncle was dying, his uncle tells him, he actually thought it was his father the whole time. Find out later it's his uncle. On his deathbed, he tells him, "I'm your uncle, and actually the reason I was keeping you away from all of this is because, well, yeah, you're a metahuman, and you're a metahuman, and your power and your ability is, you take in the rays of light, and you're able to become a living light."
Oh, interesting.
It's very dangerous, and you won't know how to be able to control your power when you were young. So that's why we kept you away from the sun this whole time. So his uncle dies, and then he meets this other person who shows up literally looking just like the Ray. And he tells him, "I'm your father, actually. You've been here with your uncle the whole time. Blah, 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 yada, yada. I'm going to show you how to use your powers," and et cetera, et cetera. So he shows him how to use his powers, and apparently the father dies somehow. He takes up the mantle, and he becomes the Ray.
That's it.
Boom.
Boom. Nailed it.
That's
2
the story.
minutes, Daniel.
There you go.
proud
I'm
of
trying.
you.
I know, I'm getting better. But that's the story of the Ray. Cool
like,
character
why would
made
he-
by Joe. I'm sorry, I'm going to get into this a little bit. He was made by Joe Quesada. Now, this is the cool thing about Joe Quesada. Joe Quesada later, he originally started a comic called Ash in his own independent comic thing. Later, Ash gets purchased by Image. Joe Quesada has a little bit extra money. Then later, he starts making other characters for other stuff. DC was one of them, and he made the Ray. Also, later, Joe Quesada leaves and then ends up going into Marvel, and then becomes editor-in-chief of Marvel. Joe Quesada still floats around Marvel as, I don't know if he's editor-in-chief, but he's something important over there. But so that's the Ray.
So why do you think he left Earth 1 and went to Earth 2?
I know, that's the thing. I still don't know, but I love that
Unfinished business.
We're going to find out, though.
But why did Snart stay behind?
Right? Why did Snart stay behind?
I thought he's actually supposed to be leaving the show too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be leaving too.
And I think that was something they wanted to do.
I was like, they're going to kill him again.
No, I think that's something they wanted to do, kind of to mess with us as fans, because it seems like more and more, the Flash fans are getting so much smarter. Flash fans are picking up on a lot of news quicker. So I think what they did is kind of feed us a fake story and say he's dead, he's gone, and he won't be back. And then when we see on the crossover, all of a sudden, he's here. So he's going to be here.
So the question is he going to stay in the Flash universe, or is he going to Legends of Tomorrow? Because I think he's going to Legends of Tomorrow to help Rory out. Because he's still his partner, and his friend died in his Earth. So he probably wants to help this guy because Rory has been feeling really left out.
He has.
Yeah.
And like right now, he's just clinging to a team that he doesn't feel comfortable being with, but he's still part of. And like he wants to be part of him, but he doesn't want to admit it. While the team are like, we need him. He's our tough guy, but he's an asshole. We don't really want him. Mm-hmm. So it's like they need each other, but they don't really want each other. Ooh. So and he's the only one left out. So eventually he's gonna end up betraying them again. So that's why I feel they need to start there to really help Rory be a good guy.
To be Rory, or to be the Rory that we want.
But then that's the thing. Will it destroy his character? Because he's always been that criminal inside of
he still will be the criminal, even though he has a friend that's trying to direct him in the right way. He'll still be the criminal because that'll be the whole funny part, where it's like, don't eat the cat. No, he's like, no, okay, all right, fine.
Because the thing is,
that's gonna be it. It's gonna be that whole bit.
But the part of his character that I love so much, because he is my favorite Legend, because he just doesn't work with the team, but the team still use him. Like that part where it was in season 2,
man.
when
let it loose.
When Sarah goes like, "Hey Rory, toss his money at him. Go have fun." And basically go in the bar, drink, and cause havoc.
Exactly.
And that's what he did.
Well, and that's what he does, and that's exactly what they needed him for. Even during the wedding fight scene, it was like they knew exactly what to do. He's like the Tasmanian devil. You just point him in one direction and you let him go. And that's exactly what he does. So I think they'll still be able to have that whole dynamic with Rory, and I think it's going to be even on a more kind of heartfelt kind of way, because it will be you'll be able to see that connection of Snart again with him, where it's just like, look, we're not just partners, dude, like we're brothers, man, and it's going to be that whole connection still.
But this is
I just can't wait to
but
see
it's going to be weird because it's not the same person.
But
so that was one of the things that I literally started yelling at my TV when Carl's sister goes to talk with the general, what's his name, the tech guy. Win, yes.
When
she goes to talk to Win and trying to appeal to him, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, why are you trying to talk to him? Just because he looks like your friend
doesn't mean
you're a damn stranger. He doesn't give a shit who you are. He's never met you in your world. So it's like, what do you think? Just because
she's like, in my world, he's this. I'm like, that's great.
I don't give a shit. I don't know that guy.
See,
he might look like me, but it's not me.
But my argument to that is, in some ways, even though it may be a different person, there are a lot of ways in which you are the same person. I'll point this out.
Yeah, but there's no connection.
Let me finish
to appeal to.
Okay. The thing is, they still can be the same person, because there was a moment where Oliver says, "Oh, this is what he's going to do next," and it was like, "Well, how do you know?" And it's like, because it's exactly what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they are two different people, but yet there's this thing that still points out to this is exactly who you are. You are who you are, even though you may go ahead and change your clothes. You may go ahead and say different things and act different ways. There are some things that you'll do that are still, no matter what, it's you. And that's exactly what it still pointed out. So that's what she was trying to appeal to. It didn't work out well because she's stupid. Yeah, but it could have been better.
not the way that she went with it. She was just trying to. She was trying to appeal to Win when she's talking to somebody that who's not Win.
Exactly.
And the thing is, even though she might know Win, and this guy might be like Win, well, guess what? Win probably would do the same thing, because he would do anything for his friends. Well, guess what? Those people are strangers to him that are trying to go back through his portal. He needs to save his friends, which are all in that bunker.
And that's where I do agree with you. It was like, okay, you can't appeal to him because it's not going to work.
No
matter what.
It took Ray to say, hey, we're doing this. He's like, oh, so you're going to go over my head, right? It's like, yes. Yeah. Well, fuck it, go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was that easy? It was that easy. Okay. So we had a completely pointless scene where she's like, don't worry, guys, I got this. He looks like my friend. While the other dude's like, we're still doing it.
I did feel like it was a waste of a scene.
It was
I
a waste.
did. I was like, they just need to give her something to do. Basically, it's right now. She already did something. She literally did something.
She got laid.
I
She's
felt
the
it
only
was-
one that got laid.
I felt it was more, we've brought Win in, we need him to do something else. I thought it was much more on the Win side than I thought it was on the Alex
Yo,
side.
it was gonna blow up.
That's interesting. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the point. What is happening in the chat right now?
What was that red robot?
Tony Robinson says the red tornado looked
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. I was just gonna say.
I was gonna say, what
he
was that
looked
red robot?
so much better than when he did when he first premiered on Supergirl.
There you go. He looked familiar. So it was Supergirl,
Remember
right?
when he
Is
was
that
on
a Supergirl thing? I was like, what
He was on
is that?
Supergirl season 1,
Look familiar.
and it was so horrible when he was on Supergirl season 1. It was literally, you can see it was a suit with like
I erased
a
it from my
plastic-
memory.
I did
Oh,
too.
I
It was
totally
like a
forgot
suit with a
about
little
this
plastic.
guy.
It looked horrible. Oh, compared
Yeah.
to what he looked like now, they really took. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I blacked
you
out of
see
my
it?
memory.
Can they see it
That's-
on the screen?
that's
I don't
what
even know. Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
can
know
you
exactly
see?
what he looked like back then. It was horrible.
I would have to wait. Let me switch screens and then try again.
It was so bad what he used to look like versus what he does now. Like, oh god.
There you go. They
Yeah,
can
that's
see it
close
clear
enough.
there. All right, that's close enough.
That's good. So I'm just saying, I thank God that
I
they were
forgot
like,
about him because he doesn't look like that in
no,
this.
but thank God they did a chance to redeem the Red Tornado, and he looked badass when they brought him back. Thank you for it. Thank you guys so much. But moving on through the episode, one thing I think that I guess we gotta address was, well, shoot, do we want to jump right to the actual end where we actually said goodbye to somebody? Do we want to talk
Right,
about the
Charlie
goodbye?
Reynolds, how was your first flashback? It's confusing. Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah. Do we want to say goodbye? I mean, because that's what exactly happened.
So this,
we had our moment.
so this
Gray's dead,
crossover
man.
really went for it, and
Yeah.
they basically did something that not even all the other shows rarely do, and that's they killed off a main character.
A main character, and we know he's not coming back.
And like
know
the thing is, we kind of had a hint when we knew that the
said
actor
he-
said
yeah, he
himself,
was
it was
leaving.
like, "We're done, we're
Yeah.
leaving. I'm not doing this anymore." So I was like, I wonder how. So we all wanted that happy ending, and like they're gonna take a formula, they're gonna separate. Hopefully, he
Yeah.
can keep his powers, and then he's gonna go have a happy life, grow old with his family.
Yeah, because it was so cold. Because I remember when we talked about it. We talked about it before, and we predicted. At least I remember saying, "Oh, they're gonna kill him," and then. To me, I remember saying this earlier.
Yep.
To me, it was alarming when I said it on air, and I was like, "They're gonna kill him." You guys watching at home, even you two right here in the studio, none of you batted an eye when I said they're gonna kill him. You're like, "Yeah, they're gonna kill him," and I was like, I thought you guys would be like, "What?
I didn't
How are you
expect
gonna
it to
kill
go
him?
that way."
How are you guys gonna kill him and take him away from his family, his wife, his daughter, who is an anomaly, but his daughter who now has a child?"
And they just did this whole thing, but like, "You're my son." I was like, "You're like my dad." And I was like so
Right.
emotional. I
This
was
whole
like,
connection.
"Oh, I wish I had
But
my
I knew
father."
it at that moment where he was crouched down, and Gray was like, "Let's kick." Once he said, "Let's kick some ass," I was like, "Oh God, he's gonna die." Yeah, I was like, "Oh, it's gonna happen right now."
I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and then he gets up with the run. It was so boom, doom, 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 bah.
And he was
Doom,
like-
doom,
He
doom,
took a
doom,
couple of
doom,
shots,
doom,
too.
bah, bah, doom, 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 doom.
Stop it.
Bah, boom. He pressed a button and died, and it was like.
Well, that's not when he died. That's not when he died.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, he pressed a button and
it was weird though. It was weird because like the first time he got shot, it was just one shot and he hit the ground. And then I was like, oh man,
He
okay,
can
he might not be
he
dead.
Can recover from that.
But no, but then the funny part was, it's like I was like, oh shit, was that real? Because I saw his head turn like this, like
Right,
and
right,
And I was
okay.
like, wait, nobody who just got shot turns their head around like, oh, is anybody seeing me? No. And I was like, did he fake that gunshot? And then he walks over and then gets shot 3 more times, and I'm like, oh man, he's
now he's dead.
now he's dead.
dead.
The other shot, no, he's gonna die now.
Larry Newba brings up a good point. He says Stein's death made him cry, and Jax was really upset, and they didn't want him dead. Wait, I missed. Oh wait, no, it was Tony Robinson. Sorry.
Okay.
Legends without Stein is going to feel a little weird.
It really
Do you
gonna
agree? I don't watch the show.
Because the thing is, yeah, most of the other the crossovers before, the plot never actually interfered with its actual main plot of their own season.
Nothing carries over.
This
in that
this
It's
way.
never
one,
like Flashpoint.
This one for sure carried on. Well, no, even Flashpoint.
Wasn't
there
really
wasn't
a
anything
crossover.
serious that crossed over,
Well,
except for
like giving Diggle a daughter.
But did
It's
that?
like-
Oh, well,
But did
that
that
was
change
just
the
our
main
daughter.
plot line?
I don't know.
Not really. It still
Okay.
didn't.
Not
it
at
still
all.
That's what I don't
didn't
know.
narrow.
But you just lost the main character. That's going to affect the main plot line.
That's right.
Especially Jax, because now he doesn't have powers.
But
Yeah.
didn't they kill Snart?
No, Stark's
So-
They did.
Supposedly-
No,
He
well,
came back.
No, but they killed him in the thing. But then
No, that
they
wasn't a
brought him
crossover?
back. That wasn't a crossover. That was
Yeah, that
just-
was the main.
That was
so I
just
said a
something-
Oh, you're
crossover.
just saying a
I'm saying a
crossover is
crossover.
affecting
Crossover has never
Got it.
affected another like TV show's main plot line.
And
It never
this is the
has.
first time it had. Once again, well, they chose to pull out all the stops,
Yeah.
and this is something that
This crossover is fantastic.
It was good, but
now
the thing
Legends is going to be a whole lot better.
But the
now,
thing
too.
is,
it's going to be more
see,
dramatic.
and some people said they cried when Stein died. I'll tell you when these two cried. They cried when what's his name cried because his acting was that bad. That's when you guys cried. Both of you said the same thing.
Yeah.
You
Did
hated the
I
fact.
was just like,
I sat there and I was like trying to drool, and I'm like, oh.
I'm like, can someone give this bro a tear
It's-
stick
it-
so
no,
he doesn't
no,
have
oh,
to
you-
force it? So
You know what it reminded? Do you remember what it reminded me of?
What?
Tropic Thunder, when he was trying to cry in the beginning. He was like, is he crying? It's like Robert Downey Jr. is crying. He's like, am I supposed to be crying too? It's like, I don't feel like I would be crying. Yo, T-Bag, would you be crying right now? No. You see, I don't think we should be crying.
Oh my god!
That is what his performance reminded me of. Tropic Thunder.
It
I
was
like,
I
it
was
was
just like,
that-
I can't.
I couldn't
pulled
do
me
it.
out.
I
Every
couldn't do
time
it.
I was just like, nope.
And it's the complaint that a lot of people were saying.
The more dramatic moment was when he shows up to the door and tells that's where it
that
improves.
was better.
That was a whole lot better.
No, I
That's
still
when it was
disagree.
better.
Yeah.
Oh, you hated it.
And then at
still?
the funeral, I was like, bro, I don't want to hear you talk. I pretend to be sad.
Hey guys, you
Just
know
be
what?
sad.
In his defense, okay.
Don't try to cry. Like, what's better? Like, Victor Garber wasn't crying. He was holding back tears.
Right.
And that is what is so much better is when we're watching people fight tears.
Yeah.
Because the more you fight, the more real they come at you.
That's
Like,
true.
and
That's true.
to me, that's always better
I
than trying to
just-
force sadness. Oh, just give him a tear
I
stick.
just feel
guys.
like, hey, you know what? Okay, so yeah, it happened, and yeah, it was bad. But I mean, he's British, guys, and he plays like a yo kind of New Yorker. Oh, I don't
We all
understand.
know
It's
British
great.
actors are better than American actors. He should have done a good job.
Fine.
He's the
I just-
anomaly.
well,
He's always been a bad actor.
you know what?
on
I
that
mean,
show.
what I say is look at it and kind of it's television, so expect
fine.
it to be really bad.
No.
It's just like when you go on one of
What?
those blind dates and you tell someone like, well,
Television
you know,
has some
hey,
of the best acting
What?
on it. Are you kidding me?
But it's a superhero TV show, so it's not gonna be like you're never gonna get an Emmy. You know, it's just that kind of thing where you expect bad acting. So you tell someone ahead of time, like expect something bad. It's like a bad date where you're a blind date and you're like, hey, you know what? She's got a really great personality. She's funny.
Listen,
she pays for everything.
Listen.
Oh, come on, it's gonna be
he's
great.
Part of a universe that has some of the most amazing actors in there. So how is he going to? He's like,
all right, fine.
He needed to go to Chris
fine.
Gabe's crying workshop.
Guys, I just wanted. Oh, wow, that's harsh. Jeez.
But it's a real
I
thing.
know, but I'm saying that's how bad he is. Like, he needs to really like get smacked into really
He needed
getting into
He
it.
needed someone to help him.
Like you said, the cry sticker. Oh, man, I just.
Not everyone is a great crier. I have a really tough time crying too. So
Oh yeah, I'm not.
But
yeah,
like,
yeah. I've been trying lately, and it's like still I'm not good at it.
I
can't do
just
that.
don't cry. I just don't cry at all.
No, I don't cry. That's it.
I don't cry.
I don't do that.
I don't need to cry. You want me to do a crying scene? Well, fuck it. This is all you're getting.
Okay. All right.
So, anyways, back to Stein. So, yes, Stein is gone. They are super screwed.
You know, we
but
should've
guess what?
had-
If we
we
do
should've-
see him again, it's gonna be his younger self, and that's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
a young.
my
So they're gonna be
God.
like, oh, we're in a predicament. We're screwed. We need Stein right now
Because genetically he.
they're the same.
I said, remember when I said I
But they
was
can't pull him
hoping-
out of the timeline.
But he took
unless
the
they're gonna dump him
potion,
back
so
in.
that means that
No, that
Well, that's the
only
future
affects
part.
Stein.
Yeah, that's the future one, not the past
right. But I
one.
mean, but that means what's
No,
his
no.
name? Jefferson.
No,
Yeah,
but,
Jefferson.
okay.
That
So
he doesn't need a person anymore.
So here's the thing. No, the person that needed somebody
Because that
was
was-
Stein.
Was Stein.
Stein would blow
Right.
up if he didn't have a second person
'Cause he was done-
to
yeah, that's right.
to quell him. So since he took that potion, he doesn't need it. But still, Jax can activate it if another person comes along.
He has to find a compatibility with that person. So I was
it's
saying,
still possible, but no, I'm saying they bring in his
Oh,
younger self.
Ronnie.
If Ronnie,
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Possibly Ronnie.
Why can't we just bring Ronnie back? This is my. I'm telling you. My prediction right now.
Youngstein. If they bring back Youngstein, it's going to be for some scientific shit.
I know, but what's his name in real life?
I don't know.
He's the other Robbie Amell.
He's been gone for too long.
He's not doing anything. Tomorrow, people, and that was it. Look, that's not been for years. Guys,
says, am I the only person who
tweet at
knows
him.
they said Ronnie's name 3 times? I didn't.
Yep.
I didn't hear.
Yep. The baby's name is Ronnie, and
What baby?
I forgot. Stein's.
Oh, Stein's baby. Stein's daughter's baby.
His name Ronnie. And then they said Ronnie at another moment. They did. And I'm telling you, the reason they're doing that and they're setting it all up and nobody's paying attention is because that's who we're going to get back on the show. That's my prediction right now.
But he's
that is
dead.
my boom tube theory.
Wait, but he's dead, right? Ronnie's dead.
We didn't see him die. He didn't die on
He doesn't
camera.
do the thing right.
He disappeared.
He didn't die
No
on
body.
He
No
didn't
body,
die
no
on
death. We
scene.
learned this from soap operas.
Exactly. He did not
No
die
body,
on
no
scene.
death. This is also shows that mess with time.
All the time they mess with time. So,
but
once
there's
again,
certain things you can't pull out of the timeline.
Kal-El just came back to Supergirl. Anything could happen.
That's true.
Yeah, but he was always
Monel.
Monel, I'm sorry,
Oh,
Kal-El.
Monel?
Monel just came back to Superman.
Come on, he went through a portal. He didn't die either. Well, he didn't die either. He went through a portal.
That's it. Boom.
But he went through a portal.
We didn't know where that portal led.
Obviously, he went somewhere nice because it opened up and it looked beautiful, and then it closed
No, it
down.
was like
Oh
a
my
black
God,
hole.
it was
That's-
black hole of death.
that was intentional. It was like intentional, like whoop, let me take you. While his was like, oh fuck, I'm dead.
Dude, I'm
So
telling you.
Ronnie got flushed down a toilet, while Monel was like, hey, portal disappeared.
I'm telling you, man.
He got breached through.
Ronnie is coming back because
Legend
he
snatched
loves
his ass.
He
That's
loves to
what
work. He
happened.
loves to work with his brother. He says that all the time, and it would be great because he'll get to show up, and then every once in a while they'll get to cross with Arrow because they always do anyway. So I'm telling you, that's what's happening, guys. That's what's happening. I said it here. You guys don't believe me? We'll show it back when it happens.
Carlos says it was baby Ronnie, wedding with Caitlyn, and the funeral.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. There you go. I'm just telling you, once again, he will be back. There was nobody. Nobody, no death.
No body, no death.
That's it. I'm telling you.
Might as well bring up the other Thon. Bring him back. What's his face?
Well, we thought
The one that shot himself.
Oh,
His great
no, but
grandson.
Eddie has to
No,
die.
yeah, might as well bring
Nope,
Eddie
nope.
back.
It's a fixed
No,
point
might
in
as well
time.
bring Eddie back.
Fixed point in
It
time.
is a fixed point in
Fixed
time.
point in time.
Yeah, well, so we think with Reverse Flash, but he still came back.
Well,
we saw
Reverse
him
Flash-
literally rumble into like.
But once again, because of that whole remnant thing, and he has to exist because it has to do something with Speed Force and time itself. He has to exist.
Yeah, but we have a
He
time
can't
machine.
Not exist.
We have a time machine.
Very true.
But like, can we talk about the cute little?
Yes.
First of all, the moment in the park, you're gonna get married surrounded by vomit.
Yeah, I was half expecting like a bunch of pigeons to come down and start chewing on the
on the
vomit.
vomit?
Like, oh, shit, look,
like,
you got your own doves, even though they're not doves. But
We
hey, they're
couldn't
doves.
walk 10 feet to the right to not be like
not be
stepping
ready
in
for
Diggle's vomit.
Well, see, and you thought that, and you were like, "This is horrible." You can still smell it, and Ernie was just like, "It's ruining the wedding." That's all Ernie was happy
They
about.
didn't even notice it.
They didn't. I think they probably did. They were like, "Oh,
They looked over it.
okay, I did." Oh God,
How do you make out with somebody when like it smells and it reeks?
Well, they didn't even. They were just didn't even acknowledge it. They're like, he threw up. It's cool.
Yeah, that was it. It just
And then they
we're all
had a great
tough.
little park wedding with all 4 of them. It was like an orgy wedding.
No. Did you not feel a little bit like it was rude as hell when they were like,
Oh my
now I
God.
pronounce you?
Yes!
Wait.
I was
I was
like-
like, you bitch! This is not your moment! You're out of your moment! And you screamed at him, I don't want to marry you! So now you want to marry? You're going to interrupt their wedding? You bitch!
I felt the same way. I was like, excuse
It's
me,
like rude.
This is not your. Okay, they're fine with it. If they're fine with it, and they're fine with it. But I was the same way. I was like, you can't. What is wrong?
I was like, it's all about you.
You could have gone back to your homeland and had Diggle do it there for the next episode.
Exactly.
But like, whatever. But like, I will say, I did understand Felicity's fear. Like, her biggest fear is losing him. The last time that they were going to get married, like, she got shot.
That wasn't it. Felicity had a moment where she was like, "Yo, you an F boy, I'm gonna be an F girl. we don't need to get married. Why we got labels? I'm perfectly fine.
That's basically
we okay. We okay. That's what she
That's
was.
not
And
what
I was
happened.
like, when she did that, I was like, Felicity, give it to me up top, because that was beautiful. It was great to have it turn on its head, where the woman was the one who was like,
I did
we're not about to marry.
I did feel like Oliver was being a little too pushy. So I
Oliver
did
was-
feel like
I was
Such
like,
a
I love
little-
you. I want to marry you. I don't understand. I love you. Don't just.
Oliver,
You're a woman. This is what you should want.
And I was sitting, and I was like, dude, it's just a fucking wedding. I mean, you can still have a great relationship without being married. You guys are happy. Why do you have to
But
go
also, you
there?
think like everyone was pushing Oliver too. Like they were just like, when are you?
And
gonna-
they were
you guys
also
gonna get
doing it
married?
with
You're gonna
Felicity,
get married. You're
too.
gonna get married. And Felicity was, and she's just like, fuck all of you.
No, I just love the fact that Felicity was like, I'll stand up and say no because I don't want to. In the end, don't bug me about it. Congratulations,
Also, I was
said
like,
it.
Oliver, do not ask her to marry you at their wedding.
Oh,
That's
so
tacky.
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 What is
my
up
God.
with people?
You're
Just
tacky
they're so
and I don't like it.
selfish.
Yeah,
This isn't your crossover.
it's everyone's.
It's not even your.
It's not even your
episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't even your episode segment of your show.
It wasn't your episode. It wasn't your wedding, and yet you were like, "Hey, let's make this happen." And I just love. No one paid attention to it, but the thing is, we gotta admit it. Oliver is he's just the rich kid that can't accept no for an answer.
Yeah.
Rejection is not it. He was
That's
a
why
little.
she's like,
He was a little
respect
Trump.
me on this, please.
He's a little Trump right there. It was like, no, I'm mad, I'm huge, and I just don't like. He was just upset.
Yeah.
He was just
I mean,
pissed.
and I mean, you're also this whole thing that he's been going through was because of his son, how he wants to help his son. So now he's got to come back home and be like, hey, so I'm trying to be honest with you, and as soon as I quit being Arrow, but I guess while we were gone, I got married to Felicity, and I donned the costume again, and I killed myself. But okay, well, that sounds pretty crazy. I met the Flash. You like the Flash, right?
Don't you?
Yeah, I hung out with the Flash. I mean, we're okay, right? We're okay. Okay, we're cool.
right.
I'll just buy you a pony.
And it's so messed up because once again, another opportunity where the kid won't see the Flash.
All right.
Another opportunity where you don't see the Flash. I tell you that I hung out with him, but you'll never see him. And then also, guess
and he's
what?
a big Flash fan.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
well, now he
huge
likes the
fan.
Arrow now.
Yeah, now he likes the Arrow. And yeah, so I put on Arrow, which you didn't want me to do, and I went and killed. And I've got to do Mom. Huh? Say hello to your mom, huh? All right, look at that. Say hello to the kid. All right, you're doing great. I'm gonna go have sex with your mom. All right, and then he just walks away. I think the kid, I would hate him.
Tony Robinson thinks that Mick is going to hook up with Frost.
I don't know if Mick is gonna hook up with Frost. I don't know. I think they have it's more of a brotherly kind of thing. I think it's tangential. I don't think it's
like she's like. Well, we are talking about Frost, not Caitlyn.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you said Frost.
But no, but wait a second. No, Frost and Mick didn't have any interaction.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Citizen Cold and Mick. I thought that's what you were.
no.
Oh my God.
No.
Frost and Mick? That would never happen. What
They didn't even have any interaction.
I know. No, but Mick.
He had interaction with Caitlyn, but not Frost.
No. He only
Wait,
had
which
interaction with
one's Mick, though? 'Cause
Caitlyn.
I'm confused.
Mick is
Rory.
the fire guy.
Oh, the fire
Rory.
thing. You're right. Yeah. Okay.
Mick Rory.
But they did at the wedding because when she switched into it, he was like, oh.
Oh, no.
But
Dude,
I mean,
he's
interaction
into
as
it.
like they talked to each other. He just looked at him and like, that's hot.
Well, no.
I mean, everybody. I was like, that's hot. I
No,
mean,
I get it, and Mick does seem to be the kind of guy that's like, I would have hit that.
I thought
definitely
Caitlyn
hit
was
that.
like
I think
flirting
you
with
would.
the guy who plays the Atom with like Brandon Rouse.
yeah,
She
that I
was.
saw it.
She was.
That I saw a
think
little
so.
bit.
I was
think
like,
so.
okay.
I
Maybe
think,
her
well,
boyfriend's
hey,
gonna be
because-
on another show.
well-
Everyone else's relationship is in other worlds.
Exactly.
And planets and
Although,
whatever.
hey, Felicity already said no to me, so I mean, I might as well go somewhere.
Right?
That's all.
But don't do it because if he's next on the death chopping block.
I'm telling you, she is a
Why
Black
can't we
Widow.
bring Tom Felton back?
Well, so she can. I don't know.
I kind of low
She's
key.
got her stuff together now, and he loves her.
Who?
Tom Felton.
Draco
Draco Malfoy.
Malfoy. I'm just.
No,
I don't
I kind of low key deep down inside, I really want Cisco and Caitlyn to happen. Although I love that he's with Gypsy, but I don't know. I've always seen something there between them.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Cisco? Why do you hate Cisco?
Don't worry, I believe.
Tell the world why you hate Cisco.
he can break the curse.
He can't break the dude.
It's like good luck Jack.
He broke Gypsy. He can break a curse.
I'm telling that curse is She's no.
Yo, no,
you even get
but Draco Malfoy
interested-
didn't die.
You get
He
interested
survived
in
the
her body.
curse.
Yeah.
He survived it.
Because he ran
Cisco
away.
is gonna break it.
It's because he ran away. He ran away, and we don't know exactly as to why. They just, he left back to London, or blah, blah, blah. No, he was like, I'm not dealing with this. I almost died, blah, blah, blah. I'm leaving now. That was happening. I'm telling
He
no.
survived, but Cisco
No.
can break it. I don't know. I'm just saying, no, I love Gypsy. I'm happy with this ship right now, but if anything were to happen, I'd love to see Cisco and Caitlyn.
Oh, God.
I agree. I would like to see that too.
Well, you know
I'd like to
what?
see
I
that.
mean, ultimately, the reason why I think everyone still enjoyed the crossover is because everyone got a lot of stuff we wanted. We got to see moments where we didn't. We got to be surprised by seeing the death of what's his name, Victor Garber. We got to see moments that made us fangirl out by a lot of Easter eggs and
Big ass cast,
and
like
yes,
like this
and
huge.
that
cast.
was it.
When they're all lined up and they're like, "Oh shit, we're gonna tear up
The
the
line-
city,"
oh,
and they're like,
dude.
"Nope, just a slide."
No, I love it, and they kept coming even more. The flyers flew in, like when they were all sitting there, like down below, and they were just waiting under the bridge for the last final fight. And then all of a sudden, I was like, I had lost my mind. It was so good. It was exactly what we wanted, and that's what I'm saying. DC, congratulations on giving us TV that made us happy. I fangasm, I nerdgasm. I got to see moments
Look at all
that I
those
always
people.
wanted to. Look at that. I got
All of
moments
them.
where I did not expect to see things actually happen. And can we all agree? Possibly the best moments of like superhero TV
Yeah.
at the moment. It was
It was great.
all this probably really some of the best superhero TV we've seen in a very long time.
I agree.
Yes or no?
I agree.
In a very long time. In a year. 2 years.
No?
Was there something more? Or just single episodes of Flash that were even better? Okay.
No, I mean, like, think about the first crossover with Flash and Arrow.
What?
I loved in Barry's opening that he was fighting the shark.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah,
That's right. That's right.
Oh, when he asked Supergirl to sing at his wedding, and she sings the song that he sang.
That he sang for
Iris. It's like, oh, I want you to use your other power that I discovered about from the last crossover.
Exactly.
Yes, I mean, like
Continuity, I
this
love
one was
that.
great, but it was a great crossover, one of the best. But I gotta say, like, I loved when Arrow was teaching Flash how to fight for the first time. I loved how Barry's origin came from Arrow and how that happened.
Okay,
I think those were more defining moments when it comes over to crossover with superhero. Because I'm an origin guy. I love the first moment that people meet. Like, especially when Supergirl meets Flash, he's like, "Hey, I'm the Flash." Who? Like, do you not know me? Like,
that's
shit,
true.
I must not be on
That's
Earth.
true.
These are defining moments that I love. That's just me. I mean, this was a great crossover. Loved it. But I wouldn't say most epic defining of all TV.
Okay, not defining, but
it definitely was.
Within
It's
the last
definitely
year.
amazing.
within
I
the
also
last
like
year, it's the best.
How
I think.
that Steel guy was like, it takes the Man of Steel to catch the
Because he
Gorilla
was Steel. That's true.
I was like, you,
That's
you clever fucker. You
I
didn't
was
have
like,
anything
yeah,
else.
yeah,
You had nothing else.
Like, did no one catch her? Like,
I was like,
they just
no.
let her hit the ground.
Because she was coming down like a star, and I was like, no, something had to stop her because there should have been a huge explosion. Because something, her mass, the way she is, blah, blah, yada, yada, her density, that means it would have been like, boom, it would have been a bomb.
Yeah.
So I was like, something had to, and then sure enough, it because he caught her.
And the
I
thing
was
is,
like, bravo.
So is that
he didn't
his
have any
version of
special
Colossus?
scenes.
No, kind of. I would say that's the best.
Like
thing.
Peter?
He's the best. He's the best version of like. Yep, that's good. He's their version of Colossus.
Okay.
That's exactly it.
Like, he didn't have any special scenes throughout the whole crossover except for that.
Yeah.
Like, when they came in, his job was to open the doors and let
that was it.
everybody out.
That was it. And then
Don't worry, I got the team.
Same thing like Mad Dog. There was no reason for him to be there, and that's what they.
But
knew
he
it.
did save that kid, right?
Yeah, he saved the kid. Yeah.
Is that the guy from the Judas Lady Gaga video?
I think so. Yeah. He
Okay.
had the mask on. And he had the guns on this. Yeah. Oh, you remember? Yeah.
I just remember his face was being shown in the.
But look, you can see him. You can see him right behind Oliver's head.
Wait, where's Oliver?
He's like tiny little corner. You can see his head.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, right there.
Yep, that tiny little
Yep,
mask
that's-
poking up from the top.
But I mean, I gotta say, it was great moments of TV. It was great moments of TV.
I loved it.
Giving a ruling. What do you guys got?
Oh, this is the best.
Points.
Like I want to say like 4 hours of TV I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I got some nerdgasm. I loved it.
Yeah, I'd give it an 8.5.
Like I kept wanting.
We're going up to 10.
I wanted to watch everything happen. Like episode after episode, I was like, if I pick up my phone, I'm gonna miss something.
Right?
You know, like it kept me entertained the whole way
what they
through.
did is like,
and the episodes went by like that.
And it was perfectly mixed because like you were like the last crossover, it was like Monday was Supergirl, so it was heavily Supergirl.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday heavily Arrow, and I was expecting that. This time,
This was
no.
better.
This was completely mixed up. The episode that supposedly was to be the Arrow episode wasn't Arrow heavy. No, it was more like Flash influence.
None of the episodes that were supposed to be
it was
blah, blah,
perfectly
blah,
mixed.
Yes, but no. I want to say yes, but no. Like, because the Arrow's episode, we got a couple of extra Arrow characters, and that's how they got locked up. And then, like, the DC Legends episode is when the Legends showed up finally. You know, like.
True, that is true. That is very true. Oh my God, that's very true.
So it wasn't so that it was, like, heavy. It was just kind of like, well, these are the characters that belong here.
So we have to spotlight them for a bit.
Yeah.
True.
Because that's when, like, Cisco woke up in the Flash episode.
Yeah, but then the Supergirl episode, no.
Because it was Supergirl, Arrow, Flash, DC.
He woke.
And he woke up in the third episode.
He did. He was knocked out.
He woke up in Flash's episode.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but then the Wynn didn't show up until the third episode or the third episode.
Wynn didn't show up too. Wynn is
Didn't-
the Colossus dude, right?
No, Wynn is from Supergirl. He didn't.
Wynn didn't show up until
He didn't show up till the third episode though.
Yeah, he was later.
See, once again, it's hard trying to put it all together. I was just sitting there enjoying the ride. I didn't even think about like, oh, whose episode is this? Because when Amel, he explained it, even on the live thing. Carlos, shout out to you for sharing that on the THS hashtaggers. When he was on there, he was like, be prepared to see a film, a 4-hour film. Don't worry about whose episode and whose show.
That's what it is.
It's just a really good film. And I'm hoping
even the CW put it separately. It wasn't a show. It was literally on the CW when you're on the website. It says Crisis on Infinite.
Yeah, it did.
Completely separate from all the other shows.
And I'm hoping when they put out the Blu-ray, because this is going to be the first time I'm actually going to want to buy a box set of the shows just for this. I hope they put a separate Blu-ray just for the Crisis stuff and put all these extras in it, all these cut scenes, all this stuff. Like, make it where it's a box set of its own. If it is, I promise you I'll buy it. I am not joking. I will definitely buy it. Oh man, it was good. It was good.
Fantastic.
I loved every bit of it. Oh, okay. So we're gonna move on. I want to do something a little different, a little interesting. Two things. First, we're gonna do what we call a spotlight on a hero. I wanted to do the Ray, but it was I felt it was too much.
Crazy.
So I'm gonna do a spotlight on Green Arrow. Just give you guys a little bit of tidbits, some like. The 10-cent ride, as they call it, you know, the quarter ride or whatever they call it. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the 10-cent ride. I'm gonna give you the dime ride. So, Green Arrow and Speedy first appeared at the same time in More Fun Comics number 73. This is info that you guys will be able to share with people. You know, go to cocktail party, you're talking about Sterling City, you'll be able to talk about this.
I talk about serial killers. You talk about that.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happened. So Mort Winsinger created him with inspiration for a character from a movie during that time called The Green Archer. Not actually, which a lot of people actually thought it was, Robin Hood, blah, 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 etc. No, it's actually from The Green Archer, which is based off a novel from Edgar Wallace. During that time, Edgar Wallace was very important. He was a great writer. So Mort actually took a lot from Batman, and when making Green Arrow, because DC said, make everything Batman. By this time, Batman was out for about roughly 3 years, and everybody loved it. Exactly. So it's like, make another Batman. That's why there's so many types and shadows with the Arrow. So he created Speedy, which is pretty much the analog for Robin. That's why he has a sidekick. He also, at that time, had an Arrow car, an aeroplane, the Arrow Cave, and he made the alter ego of the billionaire playboy Oliver Queen. And he was also called through the Arrow signal.
So yeah.
Yeah, so it was pretty much Batman the whole way through.
Cool.
Recommended reading for Arrow if you want to get a little bit of info concerning him. I would consider reading Green Arrow Year 1 by Andy Diggle. Interesting, right? Andy Diggle. That's literally why they came up with the character Diggle later. Yeah, it's a whole thing about it. But that's fairly recent. So read that. You can also read the Kevin Smith, Brad Meltzer, and Jed Winnick run of Arrow, Volume 2, issues 1 through 75. You'll appreciate it, and you'll appreciate Arrow a whole lot more if you read those. Trust me. I'm just letting you guys know. Now, moving on.
I support Larry Newell said another great moment was when when Kara's like, what do I do with her? And he's like, you take her up, and
away. I love that. That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was good. All right, so guys, let's have a little fun here before we go.
Okay.
We're gonna play what we call the lightning round. Wink, wink. Come on, the Flash, blah blah.
Yep.
I got some questions.
I got
some questions. I want to see if you guys have answers, and we'll see how it works out. 3 questions. First question. Since we're talking about Crisis, we'll ask questions based on Infinite Crisis. So, I'm gonna give you multiple choice. You'll have answers. Who was the main villain in Crisis on Infinite Earths?
Tupac.
Tupac.
A. Superboy Prime. B. The Anti-Monitor. C. Supergirl. Or D. None of the above.
None of the above.
Biggie.
You're both incorrect. The answer was the Anti-Monitor. Okay, so in Infinite Crisis, the Anti-Monitor sent Flash back in time to 1985 and imprisoned him.
Okay.
The question is why. So, A, because the Flash was the only being capable of traveling to other universes. B, the Anti-Monitor foresaw Barry Allen foiling his plans. C, he wanted to use the Speed Force to use for the power to generate for his Universe Destroyer. Or D, none of the above.
C.
B. For Biggie.
Wow. Both wrong. Sorry. Because the Flash was the only being capable of traveling to other universes. Last question. Who dies at the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths? A, the Flash.
Oh.
B, Supergirl.
Oh.
C, Flash and Supergirl.
Oh.
D, none of the above.
What was the
Flash.
question?
Who
dies at the
Flash,
end of
Supergirl,
Infinite-
or Flash and Supergirl, or none of them?
Or none of the above.
Supergirl.
I said Flash.
Oh, that's interesting. You're both right because it's C. The
Both
Flash
of them
and
die!
the Flash runs and pretty much burns himself up to stop the Anti-Monitor from being able to use his ultimate weapon. And Supergirl ends up, unfortunately, dying, sacrificing herself.
That
to save
explains the
everyone
picture
else.
I saw on
The picture that you see
Instagram.
where Superman's holding
And then
Supergirl
like
just limp.
Flash is like burning up.
Flash is burning
Is
up.
that what that is?
That's exactly
I've
what
seen
it is.
that image.
So there you
I saw
guys
it
go.
before.
You learned a little bit today, huh? There you go. So that was it. We'll probably have a little bit more of this, kind of giving you info on a character and giving you
trivia.
that's why we're going to keep doing it. So the lightning round is now going to be part of the show forever.
As long as you're making it.
I will. I'll take the time. I'll take the time. So with that, I think we've covered everything. We've got to geek out about the shows.
Yeah.
And I think we shared a whole lot.
Yeah. So we got one more week and then we go on hiatus.
Yeah, we got 1 week and then we're gonna disappear. You'll probably just see us breaking some news, giving you some stories about DC stuff. What's happening?
When's Black Lightning?
I was just being a dick in the chat. It's funny.
Oh, jeez.
Continue.
Well, with that, I want to say once again, thank you guys for watching. Ernie, so she can compose herself. Where can people find you, Ernie?
I'm the underscore journey on all social media. You can find me on my Twitch, which I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Mm-hmm. So I do different video games. Actually, I'm trying to do a creative on Saturday.
A creative? What's that?
Yeah. So basically, art. I'm going to I want to give back to my fans, especially hashtag fans. And since I'm a graffiti artist, I'm going to follow what Ryan does, and I'm going to start busting people's names.
Oh,
I'm going to send them to fans. Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do them on, so you guys can watch the whole thing on Twitch.
That's fun. I like it.
So I'll either do it this Saturday or maybe next Saturday.
Ooh.
I gotta figure out when. I gotta find all my art supplies. They're buried somewhere.
That's fun.
Oh,
I like it.
man.
It's been a while. I'm so rusty. I used to have paint cans and everything.
Oh.
Now I just gotta, knock the dust off.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't know how you can make backgrounds that we can actually use.
Oh, I've offered it.
Yeah, I know.
And I was turned down.
I know they said no, but I'm thinking what we should do. We should have one that's like a skyline. I know you've done that before.
I have done
You remember? Come on, think
It's
about
a
it.
lot of pain.
We have a lot of time. If we do it like a cardboard, we can fold it always up and then put it away. And then we need to open it back up.
The paint warps the cardboard.
Oh, shoot. We'll still figure out a way.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. But, Sarah, where can people find you?
Hello, you can find me on all social media platforms at Rogue-tastic. That's like Rogue the X-Man. I'm tired, you guys.
Yes.
Fantastic, like
Sorry,
fantastic. I also do Gingerdale every Wednesday with this kid and the Watchtower with the both of them.
Yes. Perfect.
At
I
the
love
end.
it.
And I do Bibbidi Bobbidi News now. So
That's right.
there's another
That's
thing.
right.
We have a video coming out tomorrow. It's really fun. Enjoy it.
And me, you can find me here on Watchtower every Thursday around 9:30. You can also find me on Hessian Hangout. That's in, I think that airs on, I don't remember what day.
Saturdays. Oh, wait, no, I don't know when it airs.
Yeah,
Shoot, that's-
so, you can also, of course, find me with Sarah on Gingerdale. Soon
Or
we'll have
Riverdale
our...
after show.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In February, we do have our dating show. We have not forgot about it. We will be back with that, and it will be a Facebook exclusive. You know what
Quest
else
for
is-
Player too.
Exactly. You know what else is going to be a very cool Facebook exclusive coming back that a lot of people loved?
Side Quest Bar.
Boom! It's going to be amazing!
Side Quest Bar is
Woo!
coming back. It might make its debut in December. We'll see.
Yes. I just want to get drunk here in the
Is it gonna be eggnog?
No, it's
Oh
gonna
my
be
God,
it's
that's
gonna be a
true.
Star Wars drink.
But you did it
But
in
why can't we
December.
also do an eggnog?
But
Yeah,
Star Wars is coming
A Star
out.
Wars eggnog.
I'll see. I'll figure it out.
It can happen.
I have to speak to my bartender consultant.
Okay, fine. Fine.
Because I don't know how to make
But
it.
guys, look forward to that. Look forward to that. It's going to be amazing. But once again, thank you guys for watching. We are the DC Watchtower here on that hashtag show.
Talking about everything DC.
That's right. So make sure to tune in. We'll
Like this
continue.
video, share it with your friends.
Exactly. Like the video, share it with your friends, like, comment, subscribe. Tell people about it. The more people you tell, the more we actually get to have a show. So please do that. Well, that's Ernie, Sarah, I'm Daniel. Like I said, we are the DC Watchtower here on THS. And thank you guys. Good night.